good afternoon and welcome to the big match. We've one extra viewer today and unfortunately it's dear old Brian Moore who's at home in bed with flu. He's had it all over Christmas, very sad, but we hope to see you back soon, Brian. And I'm sure all big match viewers would like to join me in wishing you well. Meantime, sit back and enjoy the action. There's plenty of it today, beginning with a romp in the mud between Queen's Park Rangers and Birmingham.
No time wasted, and this is nearly right along the line.
And Spurs fighting to find their form at Ipswich.
That one, Jimmy Greaves puts it back in the middle well. Gilzine, Johnson. West just getting a man to it, clearing it.
And Joe Baker playing his first game for Sunderland against Manchester United.
And Montgomery having to turn himself inside out to take that one.
We also have as our studio guest Queen's Park Rangers captain Terry Venables, who's also a member of the PFA committee. I'll be talking to him later, but meantime, it's back to Loftus Road yesterday afternoon. Queen's Park Rangers are fighting desperately to stay among the second division leaders after their 2-0 defeat at Millwall. And they find themselves on a heavy pitch against Birmingham City, also determined to make up for a pointless Boxing Day. Rangers bring in Ron Hunt at number 4 and Gerry Francis at number 11, replacing Mobley and Leach. Mike Ferguson at number 10 had a splendid game, substituting for the suspended Rodney Marsh. The man who had the strongest reasons for playing well was Barry Bridges against his old club and the manager who sold him, Stan Cullis. Birmingham brought in Slievenhoek at number 5 in an attempt to strengthen the defence that had thrown away 3 silly goals the day before. Point of interest, they had 2 brothers playing for them, the youngest Bob here at centre forward and his brother Dave in goal, 14 stone, 6 foot 2 of him. A crowd of nearly 16,000 people waited patiently for Mr Partridge of Middlesbrough to start the game going. Your commentator is John Camkin.
So Rangers in their familiar blue and white hoops, kicking off, attacking the goal to our right. Birmingham in their change strip of all red, and here straight away is Barry Bridges going into attack against his old side. Clearance from Slievenhoek, the centre half who came from Aston Villa 2 seasons ago. Birmingham, remember, suffering from a great loss of confidence. Although they're making this first attack, it's safely back to goalkeeper Kelly. Birmingham's last few matches, when they really seemed established in their ambitious task of getting up towards the top, have been disastrous. 13 goals against them in 3 games, including 3 on their own ground yesterday. Here come Rangers. Right back Clement, putting a long one up into the middle. Slievenhoek beaten in the air and a chance to Clark. And that's Latchford of the Robert variety, taking that one and getting a free kick as Clark challenged him unfairly. Right back Ray Martin, who had a fitness test just before the match, putting it downfield. Rangers themselves not too full of confidence because although they're closely in touch with the leaders, their last 6 games have produced only 3 points. Although they played well at Millwall yesterday, they lost 2-0. Clark and Slievenhoek are going to have a lot more tussles, and this is Clark out to Bridges. Bad mistake in that Birmingham defence. Venables not quite lacking having the pace to beat Beard. Oh, and a bad one by Beard. Bridges. Clark gets the first shot of the game in. Another one for Clark to chase, and he's leading this time. He's leading Slievenhoek. The rebound comes to Ferguson, back to Clark, and very nearly through and over Slievenhoek's head there. Hockey picking it up, Vincent looking for someone free. There's nobody at the moment. Loudon has a little bit of space. Murray. Ball down the wing where Latchford is there. Murray back again. Vincent in the middle, and so we have the game's first corner kick to Birmingham after 12 minutes. There goes Birmingham's centre half, John Slievenhoek. Clark pacing him. They've had plenty of battles in the other half. They're going to have one, I hope, in the penalty area now. Another corner kick. No, a goal kick this time, says referee. Says the linesman, but referee Partridge, rightly I thought, overruled him and gave another corner kick. Good crowd behind the goal there. Birmingham in those dark shirts, hoping that they'll get the first goal. Back again to Vincent. Over he comes again. This is a dangerous one for Slievenhoek. Oh. Good goalkeeping by Kelly. Now Rangers breaking. They've got 5 against 4, but they've held it up a little bit. Venables forced to hold it up just a bit. So Birmingham defence has a chance to regroup. Across to Ferguson, the man who's provided most of the danger so far. Bridges clear on the right. And over it comes. A low one and a chance here. France is not quite able to get hold of it. So Murray hockey breaking quickly, but not to any purpose. Discussion in the background. That's Ray Devey, I think the Birmingham coach. I don't know whether somebody got hit by the ball. It's not that cold that the ears need rubbing. He seems quite all right. Shake his head, he's all right. It's not quite the thing to happen after the Christmas pud, though. Six. Hazel getting a bit bogged down, but he gets away a little bit. Gets a good shot in, but really not a lot of chance of scoring from there. Big boy, this centre forward Latchford. He's causing quite a lot of trouble in the air. It's Hunt who's marking him. There he is. And a free kick this time against Birmingham. Bobby Thompson. Birmingham for some reason have switched their fullbacks over, putting Martin on Bridges. I don't know why, but you might see as the game goes on. Here comes, up goes Clark, gets a header to it, and Bridges, that would have been on the target. But it was Ray Martin whose head got right in the way there, and it's a corner kick. Number 7, Bridges, a good overhead kick. Martin marking him very closely, otherwise that might have been a goal. The ball hit Martin's head almost as soon as it left Bridges' boot. Here comes the corner, not a bad one, and the goalkeeper pushing it out, but a free kick for a bit of pushing. Mr. Partridge right on the spot. So Birmingham glad of that free kick to ease that spell of Rangers pressure. Headed by Hazel. Pushed away by Page for Birmingham. Into Bowden. Bert Murray, plenty of speed, not quite as much as Bridges, but plenty of speed. Hockey, it's a good cross up into the middle. Vincent trying to get onto it, but missing it. Hockey though, backing up, Bowden. And a free kick, says referee Partridge, a free kick against Dave Clement. So a chance for Birmingham, but they're not sending up centre-half Sluanique for this one. They're letting the forwards get on with the job. Bowden, number 8 there. A dangerous man at the far post though. Just over Bowden's head, and it's a goal! What a good goal! That was Malcolm Page. There he is. Number 4, Malcolm Page, putting Birmingham 1 goal up after 18.5 minutes. A decoy run by Bowden there. The ball coming onto Page's head, and he turned it beautifully inside the far post. So Rangers 1 goal down after 18 minutes. Now Bridges trying to put that right, but good play by Bobby Thompson. That was the kind of football that put him in the England side a year or 2 ago. Made him captain of the under-23s. Just curling a bit too much for Bowden. All he could do is to get a foot to it there. Well, that goal will give Birmingham confidence. Vincent. Page, the goal scorer, breaking on the left, leaving it for Vincent. Down into the penalty area, but that's Kelly's ball. Should have been. Goal kick. Kelly, I think, when I've seen him, one of the best of second division goalkeepers, had no chance at all with that goal. Forward by Murray to Bowden. Bowden pushed a little bit there, or impeded, and so Rangers setting up another attack. Hazel. Hazel not quite in touch with his passes yet today. Good one for Ferguson. Well, there's no doubt about that. 2 blue shirts, number 2, and Hockey with the long sideboards. Mr. Partridge having a little word with Hockey. Up to the penalty spot. Sluanik beaten in the air, and it's Bowden back there helping out. Ferguson. Hockey going in on the ground. Venables could get onto this one. Barry. There he is. Barry Bridges, the goal scorer, making it 1-1. And that goal certainly got a reception, a little bit louder than the Birmingham goal. It's exactly what Rangers wanted, coming back there into the picture just 3.5 minutes after the Birmingham goal. Sets them up and gives Birmingham no chance to capitalise on confidence and from their goal. Sluanik taking the free kick. Few crowds exalt more than Rangers. They love to see a goal from their side. Number 10, Ferguson. Hockey. Vincent a little bit slow there, and Rangers pick it up again. Ball by Venables, out to Bridges. Fullback Clement going down the wing. Beard coming across to try and cut off the danger. Clement doing well, he could get his centre in here. Just going to be number 2, and an interception still could be. And Sluanik just getting there in time, getting injured in the process. Play going on. Over it comes again, and a header by Clark, flashing across the goal. There he is, centre forward. Frank Clark getting up to that one beautifully. Now the Rangers crowd getting really excited. Trying to get Birmingham back into the picture. That's a good pass by Bowden. Hockey. Vincent going forward. Puts it across. Little slip. Can he get it out? It was Murray who got it out, but he couldn't quite get enough power behind it. Birmingham forced to come backwards now. Right half page, the goal scorer. Good ball to Hockey. Clear on the left, but he goes up to the far post. And centre forward Latchford not in with a chance there. So here we are in the 24th minute, 1 goal each. Number 7, Murray putting it back. The referee, I thought he'd given a free kick, but saying play on. Sluanik bringing it back to goalkeeper Latchford. Going up on the left wing, he's still there if they want to push it out. Clark decides to go inside. And Hinnett is coming to Clement. And that's not a bad shot! Number 2, David Clement, the young local fullback. How nice it is to see a right back who can crack them like that with his left foot. Ferguson. Clark. Oh, Clark sending it too far back. Vincent getting ahead to it. Bowden. It was Hunt who came out and broke up that move. But Vincent again. Oh! Well. the crowd applause. Vincent going to have his name taken for that? No, I don't think so. It was a spontaneous affair. Yes, he is. Ungentlemanly conduct, which I think is a little hard of referee Partridge. A little hard of referee Partridge because it was spontaneous. Even young Vincent laughing about it. Would have done a great deal of credit to him at Twickenham, but not here at Loftus Road. Sloaney winning that one in the air then. Put back by number 6, Hazel. And this time, Clark penalised under this new instruction from FIFA that while you may stand in front of the goalkeeper, you may not run in front of him and obstruct him. So free kick for David Latchford, making sure that Clark's 10 yards away before he takes it. Eventually they decide to give Clark the better and Latchford takes the long one. Clearance by Thompson, but only finds Rangers left back. Here they come again. Rangers would like another goal just before half-time. They certainly earned it. Ferguson holding it a bit too long. I think a quick cross might have been better there. Flicks it forward to Bridges, but by that time Bridges was tightly marked. Left winger Francis wins himself a corner kick. On my watch now, we're 20 seconds into injury time. Now here comes the corner and very nearly flicked in. Birmingham defence caught there by that rush to the near post. And this time, centre forward Bob Latchford, the younger of these two Birmingham brothers, penalised for holding. Up it comes from Hazel. Across the penalty area, dangerous one from Sloaney, but he can be forgiven that. He's still shaky from that injury. Vincent getting into trouble. Birmingham now looking very much at 6s and 7s in their defence. They gave 3 goals away in 14 minutes against Blackpool yesterday when they apparently had the game well won on their own ground. A bit of pushing there, but a goal kick, I think. Coming up now to the 3rd minute of injury time. And there is the whistle then at half-time with the score. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Birmingham City 1. Birmingham going into the lead in the 18th minute with a goal by Page and Bridges making it 1-1 in the 22nd minute. Not a bad half, a lot of endeavour. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with probably more goals in the second half of this second division game. Birmingham in those dark shirts and shorts attacking the goal to our right, struggling hard to become only the 5th team to avoid defeat at Loftus Road this season. Looks rather dangerous. Vincent, but he can't quite get enough power behind that shot. Rangers caught napping in the first seconds of this second half. The score, remember, 1-1. Page for Birmingham in the 18th minute, and Bridges scoring against his old club, his 18th goal of the season in the 22nd minute. Here come Rangers again. Tony Hazel putting it up nicely to Clark. Clark's done a lot of work today, and I think the flag is up for offside against Hazel. His keenness to get on the overlap, he just got a yard or two too far ahead, and there he was offside. Down the left wing, it's Hazel again who heads this one forward. Fullback Clement. Again he goes up to Clark. That's a Traditional style of play, touched on by Bridges and back to Bridges. Bridges is through into the box and it's across the goal. With a little bit more experience, Francis might have been in the right position to have a simple tap-in goal there, but as it is, it's cleared away by Birmingham's Martin. Good header by Latchford. Hazel picking it up again. Ferguson brought down in a collision by Murray, quite accidental, but referee Partridge had no alternative but to give the free kick there. Number 7, Murray, former Chelsea man. And here's Ian Gillard then to take it. Up comes Latchford, gets a good fist to it. Wood put back very badly there by Bowden. Across the goal, this could be nasty. Bowden making a nasty, horrible mistake for Birmingham there. It's not cleared yet, Gillard. Well played, beating Murray, making a bit of space to himself. Going to put the cross in. Low one, flicked away. And a missed kick by Vincent. Birmingham looking like nervous schoolchildren in defence. Clement, the fullback, comes inside. It was Venables, I think, who got a knock in that tussle. Good header by Latchford, finding Bowden. Birmingham's 3 forwards, they're playing 4-3-3, concentrating very much on defence. But Bowden forward to Hockey. Slow in developing that one. Flicked by Murray. And this is Bridges onside. Now he got the pace to get past Luanik. Thompson coming on the cover. Clark putting it forward to Bridges again. Then he nearly got there. Here's number 6, Birmingham skipper Malcolm Beard. Up to Bowden, not controlling it quickly enough. Rather wasting a half chance to set the Birmingham forward line going there, but he gets a throw in. Bowden. Hockey. Started life as a winger, but now performs adequately in midfield. Pass a little bit strong there. Murray doing well, getting past his man. Putting it too close to Kelly, the goalkeeper. Challenged by Clark, but it's Hockey. Slipping it inside to Beard. Centre forward Latchford having a hard row to plough here, a substitute for Tony Haitley. Number 7, Murray. In the middle, of Bowden is a good jumper. Gets ahead to it. Just past the post. He out-jumped Kelly there. And that takes some doing. Could have been a goal there with any luck at all. Birmingham, in fact, coming very much more back into the picture in this second half. Last quarter now of the first half, I thought they looked a bit ragged and had almost given up hope. Certainly in this second half, they've done well. Venables going down the wing. Getting a centre in, and it's a good one. Cleared the defenders, but Bridges just couldn't quite turn to nod that one in. This is Watson. Forward to Hazel. Hazel again, pushing it forward. Can he get the cross in? And very nearly. Good play by number 10, Mike Ferguson. Sent up the pass, went for the return, and very nearly got a dangerous cross in. "13 minutes into the second half, the score still 1 goal apiece. Rangers want more than that out of this match. Hazel getting stuck into it, but can't stop Birmingham bringing it away. This is Page, number 4, man who scored their goal. Oh, I'm pushing it too far forward for Vincent. Vincent had already checked on his run. Birmingham winning that one to Bridges. And this time Bridges with a free kick, or is it not a free kick? I think it is. Number 6, Beard it was, who was perhaps a shade late in the tackle. Certainly was in Mr. Partridge's opinion. Venables picks up the short free kick. Low one in, get through the line of defenders. Both sides perhaps slightly short of constructive ability today. Number 11, Francis. Throw in. Venables. Francis. And I think a corner kick. No time wasted, and this is nearly right along the line. Oh, a free kick had gone. Free kick before, though. I suspect it was taken so quickly, there was such a crowd of players that it wasn't possible to see, but I suspect Mr. Partridge noticed a bit of handball there. Certainly Bob Latchford relieved to have a free kick instead of scrambling that one away from his line. Murray. Not a very good one as he tried to find Bowden. Back to Watson. And now Gillard. I got to offside against Clark, or possibly Bridges, who's changed to the left wing. Wilson slipping, which wasted that free kick. Good one. Venables out to Ferguson. Ferguson in his favourite left wing spot. Page coming over. Checks and beats Page. What's he going to do? Is he going to crack it? And it is, and it was very... That was very nearly a very good goal indeed. It just caught a defender's head on its way, but it was heading for the top corner of the net. There he is, number 10, saying, what have I got to do to score? Mike Ferguson. Corner kick again. Looked like a bit of pushing to me against Venables in the penalty area, against Hazel there. Fair bit of shouting going on. Bit of enthusiasm behind the goal. Is this going to be Rangers' big moment? Outswinger again, and this time it's headed away by Beard. Put into touch by Watson. So Birmingham get a breather. Up again by Martin. Without getting a head on, and if that got through to Vincent, that would have been 2-1. Murray lobbing it forward, and Murray again. Well, he fired both barrels there. The first one was more accurate. Here he comes back to his right wing position. Bert Murray, Birmingham's leading scorer with 10 goals. Came to Birmingham as a fullback and did pretty well there for a while. Putting another long one up. Got a nice end product from it as Thompson's head is picked up. And another free kick. Venables was the man who was obstructed. Second thoughts and decides that he himself will take the free kick. 22 minutes of this second half gone. Up it comes. But no danger from Ferguson. Francis going on his own, and what a good shot and good save, and that's it! Fine goal! Fine goal. So what a day for Barry Bridges. How he popped up there on the left wing, I don't know. But some players have got this absolute born art, others haven't. It was a good break by Francis down the middle, a cracking shot, a cracking save. But there he was, Bridges, moving like a greyhound on exactly the right position, thumping it into the net. His 19th goal of the season, and what a happy man he'll be to score 2 against his old club. That goal, strangely enough, came in the 22nd minute of the second half. His other goal came in the 22nd minute of the first half. So that's 2-1 to Rangers, and it just about reflects the run of play. Bridges going like a greyhound down that right wing. It was free kick to Rangers. Number 6, Hazel, putting it forward. Not the best. Number 6, Hazel, forward. To the other number 6, Beard. Number 8 is Bowden. Number 7, Murray. And a good tackle there by Gillard. It's Murray. Murray putting it forward, beating Gillard's tackle this time, into the middle from Page, and a miss kick. Bowden has a chance, far post, and just too strong for Vincent. Birmingham now playing some of their best football of the match. That's Jeff Bowden. Great old character from Nottingham Forest. He's been in the game quite a while now, but a very dangerous character in front of goal.
Go, Barry, boy! Go, Pencho, let's have another one.
Header there by Sluanik, he won that one. It was a free kick, as you could well see. Clark, the man who was fouled, not hurt. Going up to the far post, waiting for this cross. Coming inside, but you can beat one man, but you can't beat two. That's Vincent taking it away. That was centre forward Latchford, who sat hard on the ground there. Beard. Page leaving it. Sluanik's foot vital there to Birmingham's cause. Martin brings it away. Murray. Murray's shot blocked. Whoa, but it was just in. Pretty tight play. Page going through. And interception, well read. Well read by Venables. Out to Ferguson. A good direct move. You can see the whole wing is clear. But Ferguson decides to come inside, hoping to get another shot in. And offside against Clark. Ferguson looks surprised, the crowd sounds surprised, but it's still offside. Mr. Partridge says, Clark is going to have his name taken for showing dissent. Well, you can see he doesn't think much of the latest decision of Mr. Partridge. Mr. Partridge no doubt saying if the whistle goes for offside, it's offside, so don't argue about it. Header by Latchford to Bowden, who can't control it. This is Vincent, who certainly covered a few miles this afternoon. Wearing number 11, popped up everywhere. Martin, turning inside. The pitch now getting a little bit heavy and gluey. We've had a little bit of light rain this afternoon, and players slightly tired, not finding it easy to move this ball around. Now Ferguson again, he's seen plenty of it. He's got 6 red shirts around it, and the one who pulled him down was number 4, Page. Now Page is going to have his name taken for kicking the ball away. Ferguson gets a pat on the head. Mr. Page is going to have his name taken. That's 3 names in the book. Oh, well. Perhaps Mr. Partridge didn't get many Christmas cards. I don't think all those were necessary, all those name takings were necessary. Number 10, Ferguson. Ferguson again, pass intercepted. And Birmingham's throw. Rangers throw, I should say. Number 10, Ferguson. Here he is, back with the ball. Flicked on by Venables, but not hard enough. And now Ferguson penalised. Here, does we go into a minute of injury time. Hazel covered a lot of ground in defence for Rangers. And another of those long balls down to the corner flag. Those safety first balls that all good professionals play when they're a goal ahead and time is running out. Beard, the Birmingham skipper. Referee looking at his watch. I think it's all over. So there it is. The win that Rangers wanted. 2-1 as they win this second division match. There's Page, the Birmingham scorer. Put them ahead in the 18th minute, but then Barry Bridges against his old club scored in the 22nd minute of each half to make it Rangers 2, Birmingham City 1. As I say, good night from Loftus Road, London.
Well, a battling win for Queen's Park Rangers, which keeps them in the promotion race and up with the leaders. But the man who's leading that fight for Rangers to get in Division 1 is Terry Venables, their handsome skipper. Terry, what's gone wrong with the Rangers recently?
Well, I think we're giving a lot of silly goals away at the moment. We're trying to tighten up on this, and as you see, yesterday we gave a bad one away to start with, and we were started from behind, which we shouldn't have been, really.
I said a few weeks ago on the show that I thought you were losing too many matches, and it does seem that you do give away silly goals. There's Malcolm Page, number 4, who eventually scores the goal there. Mike Ferguson with him for the moment. But you tell me whether you think this marking is good enough as the ball comes over. Who's that gone for it there?
Well, Ronnie Hunt's come out of the back to try and stop it. He's missed it, but
there's 3 players there, look.
Yeah, someone should have been with him initially, but they left him go, and he's made a good header in the corner of the net.
Do you reckon you'll sort that out by Monday morning?
It's got to be sorted out, yeah. It's definitely not good enough, is it?
Because from a free kick, I mean, the defender's got every chance to get there and mark a man, and there wasn't that resolution to stay goal side of a man, was there?
No excuse whatsoever, you're right, yeah.
When it comes to attacking, I think few teams are more attractive than Queen's Park Rangers when they're on the game, even without Rodney Marsh, who was away yesterday. And of course Barry Bridges plays quite a part for you, doesn't he?
Oh, he's playing exceptionally well this year, you know, he's got so many goals. He's so quick around the box that when he's
this goal showed his terrific speed. There's Frank Clark.
He wins a challenge in the air there. He's done exceptionally well. Mike Ferguson holds onto the ball, takes off.
There's a vicious tackle there, but he stays
strong
up.
challenge, but he keeps it away from him. Plays the ball into
It's a lovely first time for it. You must be modest now. That's Terry Venables just flicking it off there beautifully.
And there's Frank Clark, who went up and made the challenge in the air. You see, he's come from the right over to the other side of the pitch.
Now we just get a chance, as the Birmingham defence get in a bit of a pickle, to see Barry's speed. There he is.
He's come from nowhere, as you see.
And what we've got to judge is whether he actually plays the ball before the goalkeeper gets a hand on it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, he says. I think you're absolutely right. He does get there, which shows his tremendous acceleration, and just pokes it through the goalkeeper's under his arm, under his body into the thing. Is he the fastest player you've got at Rangers? When you have the sprints, I mean, who wins them, Barry or what?
Yeah, Barry, he wins them running backwards.
Just tremendous acceleration. It does mean, of course, that at times he misses goals when he's through because he's going so fast, which I don't think sometimes the crowd appreciate.
No, but then again, a lot of players wouldn't have got in the position in the first place because he gets there because he's so quick.
He gets in a marvellous position, actually, for the winning goal. Very valuable one for you.
This is where he follows up from ricochets and that so well. He's a bit like Jimmy Greaves in this respect.
In fact, this shows a weakness in the Birmingham defence. I wonder whether it's a pointer to Chelsea for the cup tie next week. Look at this ball going up the middle.
Yeah. You see that two Birmingham defenders both go for the same ball.
Both centre-halves there.
Neither of them win it, yes. And Gerry Francis shows his determination, carries the ball on. And it's an extremely good shot, a good save, of course, but he couldn't have made it more perfect. Barry crashes him.
Look at that shot.
With his left foot as well, look at that. Impressed.
With his swinger. What about just a quick tip? Do you think Birmingham have got a chance against Chelsea in their magnificent form at the moment?
No, I think Birmingham is a better team than their place in the table suggests.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really see them getting any result at all, I think, at the moment.
Where do you think
Chelsea,
the weakness is for Dave Sexton?
Well, I think at the back, I think they've got to tighten up a lot at the back, because I think Chelsea at the moment are the best team in the country, definitely.
Well, from an ex-Chelsea player, that's quite a tribute. Yeah. Terry, what really worried me yesterday about that game was that people will read there were 3 names taken in the papers this morning. Now, I don't know whether you agree with me, that wasn't a dirty game, there was a hard game on the mud, but at the end of it, people might think there was something wrong with it. Players had lost their temper, or it had been, in some way, brought the game into disrepute. Now, here's the first example. There's young Vincent, who headed that ball there. Only a young player. He's a good-mannered player, as far as I'm concerned. Now, in his enthusiasm to head that one, he doesn't quite get there, and does something, I think, that at Twickers they would rather like to see more often. But the referee doesn't see it humorously, and he goes over and he's taking John Vincent's name. This was his the first time of any offence he committed during the game. And it was noticeable that even the Queen's Park Rangers crowd gave Mr. Partridge the bird over Christmas. That wasn't a pun, but it was quite significant that neither they, and I see you there, were appealing to him not to take his name. Now we get the second example, where Frank Clark shows dissent to his decision, and I do agree that, and I'm sure you would too, that you shouldn't show dissent to a referee's decision, but I think there is room for a bit of humanity. He's annoyed there because he thought he wasn't onside, and he's just upset. He would have cooled down in a second, but he kicks the ball away, and that's enough for Mr. Partridge to go up and put his name also in his notebook. Now, just a moment, Terry, before we get on to the next one, which is a foul, did you think there were physical offences which were worse than that yesterday in the game which deserved a name tag?
Well, I don't think you can really expect me to criticise Mr. Partridge, or any other referee for that matter, Jim,
Well, just let's look at this one, first of all. Here is the ball being Mike Ferguson doing a dribble, and Beard's the one that gets his name taken. For this tackle, you just decide whether he fell over his leg there, Beard was going in for the ball, or whether you think, for the first offence in the game, that the referee had the right to take his name. I mean, that's for the viewers to judge. I'm not asking you, because I do realise it's embarrassing for you to talk about that particular referee. But as a member of the PFA committee, Terry, I think that you should talk about the effect that not only those 3 name takes, but the effect of the 5 names taken at Newcastle on Boxing Day, and Joe Harvey complained about that, is having in your members. There'll be none of them left to play soon.
Yeah, well, there won't be no fouls that way, will there?
All sitting in the stand and not fouling each other.
Yeah, but
no,
I can't comment on the Leeds game, because obviously I don't know nothing about that game, but we would like to see a bit more consistency. I mean, the boy Vincent, he could do that next week, throw the ball away, and nothing would happen. This is the thing, we'd like to see more consistency, so we knew exactly where we did stand on these things. Showing dissent is bad, but I think physical misconduct should be more wrapped up.
Would you say that it's easier to get away with even the over the top? I know that's a mystery to some people, where a player doesn't go for the ball, he puts his foot above it, which is very dangerous because it might break somebody's leg. Would you say it's easier to get away with that than it is to kick the ball away at the moment?
Well, it seems so. Doesn't it? I mean, really, it doesn't hurt anybody to throw the ball away. This is as I say, I don't get me involved.
I don't want to especially blame Mr. Partridge, because I think in many respects he was an excellent referee.
I thought he had a good game, quite a good game.
He played the advantage rule better than any referee I've seen. But I'm thinking of the general pressure that's being put on your members, that's in getting their names taken and eventually suspended for this kind of thing. What are you going to do about it?
Well, that's remains to be seen, Jim, doesn't it?
Terry, whatever you're going to do about that, when Queen's Park Rangers get into the new year, let's hope it's a happy new year with lots of points for you and them.
Thanks very much.
Well, so much for Queen's Park Rangers problems, and now over to the North East to watch Sunderland versus Manchester United. Brian Moore's already been on the phone just to point out to me that it wasn't Joe Baker's first game for Sunderland, it was his first goal. Thank you very much, Brian, for pointing that out. But let's just watch it now with pictures by Tyne Tees Television and the commentary by Jeff Thomas.
Kidd and Todd from the behind, and Crearand seeing the gap. Heslop. And Morgan obviously a man to be reckoned with. Baker then for Harris. And here's Billy Hughes now. And Hughes coming in with it, Baker calling for it. And Tuart! It must go in! Will it be handball? It's handball and it's disallowed! Mr. James is disallowing it. And Tuart is extremely upset. Joe Baker right there in the middle. Burns. And Best will have to run for this one. Irwin's with him. And Best might come away with it. Irwin. Best looked as though he might slip round behind Irwin there, as he's managed to do quite successfully on several occasions. Heslop. And Heslop, a bad miss. Bad mistake there by the centre half for Sunderland. Signalling that should be a United throw, and I think Mr. James is overruling him. Yes, indeed. Martin Harvey then with it, looking for Billy Hughes. Fairmont. Edwards. Tuart striving to get a foot to it. And Hughes again now with a chance. And Hughes play on. Could have been a free kick there, but I think Mr. James playing advantage for Baker. He must. Baker has scored! Joe Baker has scored! What a day for Joe Baker! This is the day he's waited more than half a season for, and after one frustrating disappointment, Joe Baker has scored.
Well, there it is, Joe Baker's first goal for Sunderland. I wonder whether that's ominous for Crystal Palace fans. We must apologise for not being able to show you Brian Kidd's goal, but unfortunately we had technical trouble during 2 minutes of that game, and it was during that time that he chose to score the goal. Now we go to our last match, which is Ipswich versus Tottenham. The pictures are from Anglia Television, and your commentator, Gerry Harrison.
With Gilzine at the moment. Mullery there. Knowles. And away comes Woods now. Outside him is Wigg. This is Wigg. Hill moving into the middle. Might have left it too late. Here's a chance for Phil John. Oh, brilliant save. A great save by Jennings. Wonderful effort. And what a shot from Phil John. Colin Harper blowing a bit there. It's unfortunate that he's forced to come back into this first team when he's only had a couple of games. But there you are. He's a good player and he can probably do it himself. Kinnear beating Brogan, and now Johnson keeping it in play, with Walcott melting over to the far side of the area and Greaves on the edge of the box. Harper's got to keep him out there, and he's done well. Although he conceded the corner, he did his job well. So a corner and another chance for Jimmy Greaves, who can curl them in really wickedly with that left foot of his. Walcott on the far side of the area, moving in now. Gilzine going to the near post. Here comes Walcott. Well punched away by Best. Mullery. Oh, off the line. What a dangerous moment there with Best well out of position. Great shot by Mullery, but this is Woods. And Brogan should get that one. Harper supporting him. Not a good ball, and Evans gets it away. Kinnear now. Short one to Johnson. Oh dear. So Phil Bill taking it or leaving it? Leaving it to Evans. Aiming for the head of the big man. He should be aiming for Walcott. This is Walcott going for this one. He's onside. Walcott. Should have scored there perhaps. Walcott again. He's looking a really big fella, but he's looking happy in First Division football at the moment. Gilzine now. Evans going for a square ball if he wants it, but he's aiming for the big one. Bill John getting rid of it quickly and going for a return from Brogan. Good work by Bill John with two men now coming in. Hill coming into the near post. A corner at least. Baxter once again pushing up. Just coming up to the edge of the area now. There he is, but this is Brogan with the in-swinger. Jennings punching away safely. Harper will get this one. Everyone melting out of the area. Evans getting it away. Now, what's Tommy Carroll going to do with it? Wiggs going out on the right, but he's put it forward to Baxter. And now this is a chance. Charlie Wood, but Bill Baxter was the man who flicked it on, and that's the first goal. 20 minutes gone, the first breakthrough for Ipswich. Steve Perryman to Johnson. Much too close. Although they get a free kick out of it, they're lucky perhaps to get away with that. Joe Kinnear. Woolcott coming towards it. Flag's gone up, but the referee says play on. This is Brogan cutting inside. Woods is right over on that far side. Tries to find Wigg. He does. Good one. The return to Viljohn. Good play by Viljohn. Puts Wigg away on his good left foot. What can he do with it? In comes Hill. What a lovely work goal. Hill right on the spot. Beautiful cross from number 8, Ron Wigg. Woolcott and Baxter competing again. Perryman. And Hill putting it across, but to nobody except Knowles. And now Alan Mullery, with Gilzean and Greaves and Woolcott pushing right up the middle. But Baxter's there. Oh, beautiful flick, unfortunately to nobody from Viljohn. And very, very close marking on Greaves. Bit too close by Mick McNeil, but that's what he's there for. Within the rules, of course. So from this position, Greaves is very, very dangerous. He can bend them, and they also play a 1-2 to fellas moving into the penalty areas. But Greaves and Mullery, the dangerous men here, but it looks as if Evans has got an interest in the affair. Jimmy Greaves curling it. Well, he hasn't had many chances this game, and you've got to be a really, really skillful player to make a chance from a free kick.
Well, of course, Jimmy Greaves is skillful enough, but he's lacking that little bit of goal-scoring luck at the moment. And Spurs only end up with 2 points out of 4 over Christmas. But the London side at the moment is exciting Chelsea with 4 points out of 4. Congratulations to you from us. It's a wonderful performance that you've been putting up recently. And I reckon that next week against Birmingham City in the FA Cup, you may well get a capacity crowd and deserve it too. And while we're on it, next week will be the new year, and may I wish on behalf of the Big Match team, all of you, a very happy new year. And particularly to London clubs, especially those with a chance of winning something. Wouldn't it be marvellous if Arsenal could win the Fairs Cup, if Chelsea could, by a miracle, win the First Division, if Queen's Park Rangers should steal promotion into Division 1, or into Luton go up from Division 3, and Brentford go out of Division 4. A lovely thought, but who's to say it isn't possible? And with that, we leave you today with a reminder of Queen's Park Rangers' winning goal against Birmingham City yesterday.
France is going on his own, and what a good shot and good save, and that's it! By goal! By goal!